What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing out there in social media world? My name is Daryl Boyles. This is Dollar Discussions. Tonight, we got our special guest back, Mr. Benny. We're gonna be talking about Mr. Benny Johnson. We're gonna be talking about these cryptos. So listen to me. If I'm sending you this video, if I'm sending you the replay, or if I hit you up and told you to watch tonight, I'm gonna need you to watch this entire thing. All right. So we got some really, really good information that's going to be shared with you all tonight. So definitely tune in. If you got any questions, drop them in the comments. Say what's up to me in the comments. Hit the like button. Hit that share button too. Let's let some other people join into this conversation, man. Text me in the comments. Say what's up. Let me know you listening. So let's get to it, man. Mr. Benny, talk to me, man. What's going on with you?
Not much, man. Same old. You know.
Good deal. All right, so I know a couple of weeks we talked about crypto, but I've been having so many conversations since then about crypto. I said let's come back. Let's do it again. Let's share some more information with the people because I've been hitting quite a few people up, telling them to buy. So this is the video explaining a little bit more information why I want them to buy. So let's get to it. What is cryptocurrency?
Okay, cool. So before I start too, just to let y'all know, this time around, we got a little something special for y'all. We're gonna actually take y'all through, some verified evidence. We're gonna use a lot of Google sources. That way you can see as I'm talking through this, you can actually see what's out there, what's public information. That way, you feel a little bit more confident, as we telling you guys, that this is a good investment. Now, granted, just to let you all know, we not financial advisors or anything like that. This is just, what we doing. Obviously, invest at your own risk. But that, like I said, we're gonna be presenting some pretty good evidence. So let me answer this question right off the break. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Just let me know if you can see it, which you should be able to.
All right, there you go.
Okay, great, cool. So, what is a cryptocurrency? So I just pulled this. You guys should be able to see it from Wikipedia. I'm not really going to read this definition, but I'm going to leave it up here as I'm kind of talking through it. But just, from like a high level perspective, cryptocurrency in general is it's almost like a medium of exchange, like almost like a peer-to-peer, like lending, almost like Cash App, if you want to look at it that way. It's another way that you could pay for something. And in this case, it's cutting out the middleman, for example, the bank. Now, granted, there are cryptos that involve banks, but just for the sake of this, to keep it, to where you understand it, Bitcoin, for example, you could just, send it straight to someone else without having a bank involved. So just on a surface level, it's being able to pay for something, with a digital way, similar to like your Cash Apps or Venmo or Zelle, any of those platforms. That's kind of what it is. And then on the flip side, it can be looked at almost like a stock as well, because you have different cryptos that have a token associated with it. And that is the quote unquote cryptocurrency. Another word I like to use that's even better than cryptocurrency is a digital asset. So like, when you look at a company, like for example, like Apple or Amazon, when you purchase that stock, that is the asset. So you buying into the company. So you can kind of look at cryptos that way too. You're buying into whatever that company is trying to do. The cryptocurrency is the stock almost. So hopefully that's a little, bit clear for you guys. And just to like go into it a little bit further, just to show, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is a little bit of history on how, I'm not going to go into it completely, but how cryptos came about. Essentially, I'm not going to go all the way back to 1913, but you can see kind of in our times, the dollar is almost on its last leg as far as its purchasing power. And the easiest way to look at that is $1,000, today versus $1,000 20 years ago. 20 years ago, that $1,000 can get you a very nice car. Versus today, you might be able to get an iPhone. So you went from being able to get a nice car to a phone. Another 10 years from now, for example, you might be able to, get a rocking chair or something. I mean, I'm being extreme, but that's pretty much like how the purchasing power of our dollar has lost its value over time. And in 08 and 09, a lot of you all are familiar with that. That was when we had, our housing crisis. A lot of other things happened too during that time, but everybody pretty much knows the housing market collapsed. Out of that collapse, one of the things that came out of it was cryptocurrency. The one you all are familiar with is Bitcoin. So Bitcoin was the result of that as another way to kind of preserve your purchasing power through a digital asset or cryptocurrency.
I love it, man.
What's going on with that?
I love it. So how many? I think the echoes on your end. How many cryptocurrencies are there available to buy?
Okay, so to be honest with you, it's a little under 6,000. So this site right here that you guys are seeing, this is very familiar to folks in the crypto world. CoinMarketCap. This is like the first site I ever saw to get a good idea of all the different players in this space. And to echo what I was saying about how many, as you can see right here where it says cryptocurrencies, 5,783. That's how many coins are available now. Now, granted, that number could change. Some folks are expecting that number to drop significantly, but we'll see. So as of now, it's a lot, basically.
Yeah, I see 5,000. That's a good little bit.
Yeah,
it's a good little bit. So what can you do now with cryptocurrencies, and what will you be able to do with them in the, let's say, the near future?
Right. So I'm gonna go to another. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So this is another article right here that kind of touches on some of the use cases. And we'll talk a little bit more about this later as well. I'm not gonna like actually read this, but I'm gonna just kind of highlight what you can do. Obviously, it can serve as a means of exchange, digital cash. It can be programmable money. Like there are cryptocurrencies or digital assets that have some kind of utility to it, to where it can be used for like a contract. Whether you buying a house, for example, buying a car, there are cryptos that their plans are to be able to get into that arena and have a contract, and you can use that contract to purchase a boat, house, whatever. So it can be programmable money, so to speak. Then you have stuff like collateral. Like if you got a Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin is teetering around a little over 9,000. You can use Bitcoin, and take out a loan, for example. They get the Bitcoin and then you get a loan worth $9,000, for example. Then you got stuff like governance. So for example, some off of the blockchain alone, and you have to look at the previous video, I kind of go into blockchain a little bit, but you can kind of have a security or some sort of network that's secure based on cryptocurrencies. And when I say that, that talks about like verification for payments. You can have a whole country, for example, run on the blockchain using a certain cryptocurrency. Like,
Akon trying to do that now.
Exactly. I was just about to say, if you guys look into Akon, perfect example. I'm not going to go into it, but just look up what he's trying to do with cryptocurrencies. And then the last one I'll touch on really quickly is collectibles. Obviously, somebody like myself, I'm an investor. Daryl is as well. We're looking at it as a long-term thing, in some cases a short-term thing, but it's a collectible, meaning we looking at it as appreciating an asset over time, that we may sell or we may just hold on. You never know. So a collectible is another way of looking at it. And also from the traditional collectible sense, you can just hold on to it almost like a basketball card and just let it appreciate, hopefully if the project is good over time, like, a Michael Jordan card or something, from his rookie year, if you still got that right now, that's, quite a collectible. So those are just, some of the few, ways right now that you can use it.
So is cryptocurrency, is it legal? Is it regulated at all?
Yeah.
Or?
So that's a good question. So yeah, cryptocurrency is legal. However, when I say legal, that means you can buy it, but it's not regulated. Now, I'm sure if you guys follow Bitcoin, you will know like there's a lot of issues in the news about Bitcoin being used like on the black market, and to purchase, drugs or whatever and illegal stuff. And that may be true, So in that aspect, it's legal, but there are some issues with the uses of it. Now, as far as it being regulated, that's soon to come. So I'm going to, go to another article so you guys can see this. This is in the US, by the way. And just so you all know, I said this in the last video that we had. This is a global thing. So cryptos are 24/7. It's not like the stock market. They are always available to purchase. The prices are always going up and down. It's Wall Street 24/7. But as you guys can see here, right now in the US, it's 32 crypto and blockchain bills before Congress. And as you can see, the date of this, April 28th, 2020. Now, some are speculating that we may get regulations this summer, or at least by this year. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but it wouldn't surprise me if it did, because like I said, it's 32 bills right now on Congress's desk. And one of the most important bills, I don't know if it's in this article, but it's called a Token Taxonomy Act. You guys should do your own research on that. But long story short, regulations are soon to come.
Gotcha. Awesome. So yeah, if y'all got any questions, go ahead and type them in the comments. Anthony, I see you. We're gonna be coming to that soon. We're gonna be answering your question real soon. So yeah, if y'all got any more questions, go ahead and type them in the comments. My next question to you, what are some of the benefits? Did we talk about that yet? What are some of the benefits of cryptocurrency?
Yeah, we kind of touched on it a little bit. I gave you guys 5 of them. But outside of these 5, I'll just, throw another one out real quick. For you guys that's into thinking about investing in it. One of the benefits right now is being an early adopter, like an early investor. So, if the earlier you come in on some sort of, investment in your mind, the more likely, you may benefit the most from it. So like, for example, Amazon or Google, folks that got into those stocks early on when it was, $12, $100 or whatever, obviously the price has went up tremendously since then. So you were a beneficiary from that. The same thing with cryptocurrencies. Right now, cryptos is still a new asset class. So people are just starting to learn about it. They just starting to think about it, speculate about it, whatever. But if you get in and the project that you invest in happens to be one of the good ones, it's just like getting in Amazon or, Google in its early stages.
Yeah, you're going to sleep real good at night.
Exactly.
Real good at night. So, all right, we talked about some of the benefits, and obviously cryptos is a digital asset. Yes, Jamal, you were very late. That was the very first question. You might want to check the replay. But how do you keep your crypto safe?
Yeah. So yeah, that's another good question. So right now, since cryptos aren't quote unquote regulated, there are ways to keep them safe. And the reason why you want to keep your crypto safe is because obviously this is something that you purchase online and it's digital. And obviously it's plenty of people that's hacking people right now. And it's not just cryptos, anything that's digital can be hacked right now. And since, this is a new asset class, and since the news and the media has seen the results from Bitcoin, if I'm, if I'm a hacker, I'm definitely looking into, the crypto space, because Bitcoin is, right now to this day, $9,000 something dollars. You know, it's not as high as it was at almost 20,000 or whatever, but that's still a good amount of money. So people are looking to hack your account to get all of your cryptos if you can. Now, the thing about it is the way we'll talk about it a little bit more too, but you know, you purchase a crypto from an exchange. But once you purchase it off of the exchange, you need to basically put your cryptos onto something that's called a cold storage wallet. And as you can see here on the screen, I just put two of them up that's most popular. One of them is called Trezor, and the other one is called Ledger. Either one of these is good, and basically they like they like flash drives. So basically, you would transfer your coins from the exchange to the flash drive. And you know, we can do another video about how to do that, and you know, we can get into the details. But essentially, it's just like I said, a USB, a flash drive. If you put a presentation on there and you take that flash drive with you, that presentation is on the flash drive. It's not on the computer. Nobody can take it from you. The same thing with the flash drive. I mean, with one of these ledgers. I mean, one of these cold wallets. You have it with you all the time. Now, out of these two, this is just my preference. I prefer the Ledger Nano S, because to me that's the easiest one. The Nano S is, you know, it has an app with it. You know, it's very user friendly, and that's the one I use, and that's the one I recommend to people that's just getting into the space.
Okay, good deal. Good deal. So if y'all just tuning in, man, hit that share button for me, man. Let's let some other people join into the conversation that we got going on here tonight. I want a lot of people to know about crypto. That's why I've been hitting a lot of y'all up one-on-one. Mr. Bennett was good enough to come back. It was good enough to come back and share with us this information. So I definitely thank him for it. So let's talk about it. Is there any like recent or kind of current events that has been going on with crypto since the last time we talked a couple weeks back?
Most definitely. Well, first of all, let me show you guys this too before I even get on to some of the current events. Coinbase is one of them. Like, since we was talking about the ledger, Coinbase, for example, is a good exchange that I like to use, especially if you're a beginner. You can see here, as I was just saying, Bitcoin, was around 9,000. You can see it's 9,600 right now. Not only that, most of the cryptos right now, I don't know if it's going to show me all of them, are in the green, which means they up right now. And I can just show you guys real quick right here. A lot of them are in the green, as you can see. And as you can see here too, this is a daily change, meaning if you had Ethereum, you made 4% on your money today. That's way more than you're gonna make, in a bank if you hold it, if you hold cash in a CD or whatever, savings account, in a year. You made more than that in a day. Not saying that I'm just saying I'm not an advisor now, but you can see it's some tremendous gains. And this is nothing compared to when cryptos really take off. If you look at some of the gains, that happened in 2018, 2017, 2018, it's out of control. So, just wanted to kind of float that out there. But back to some of the news, a lot of this news, like some of this news is old, but I'm gonna kind of bring you guys up to speed. As you can see here, Visa grants Coinbase power to issue Bitcoin debit card. So that exchange I just showed y'all, Coinbase, you can get a debit card, a Visa debit card. So just understand what I'm saying. Visa thinks highly enough of cryptos to grant people who have a Coinbase account a debit card. So you should think about that and see what that's saying. That's one of the recent things that's happened. This is huge right here. The U.S. banking regulator greenlights crypto custody at federal charter banks. Aside from all this jargon, what that basically means is banks. I'm not gonna say Bank of America, we'll have to see. But in general, banks are able to offer cryptocurrencies now for the average Joe to be able to, have the cryptos at the bank. So, you may get an email or something, a month from now, or, a year from now, who knows, but from your bank that says, hey, we're offering Bitcoin now. You can buy it and we'll keep it for you. You don't even need the ledger basically no more that we talked about just a few minutes ago, because your bank will hold it for you. And, I don't know how many cryptos they're going to hold. I don't know what cryptos they'll allow you to hold, but it's just the mere fact that all banks are going to allow you to hold cryptos is huge. And that just came out, yesterday. So that just showed you how fast this space is moving and who's getting involved. Visa, for example, now you got US banks involved. Another one I'll show you all real quick. This is also very big. At the beginning of this year, Bitcoin and Ethereum were labeled as commodities. Now you guys can go to the CFTC website to see that in writing. This is just an article about it, but a commodity is, I don't even really have to explain that. Gold and silver commodities, for example, Bitcoin and Ethereum, two of the top cryptos, have been labeled commodities. And you can see here, XRP, which is another type of crypto, they still, trying to figure that out. That might be a commodity as well. Who knows? But just the fact that two of them are already labeled as a commodity, which is an asset, lets you know that this space is picking up traction.
Definitely. So if y'all got any questions, Anthony Nelson says, how much is crypto worth? That would depend on the actual crypto that you buy. But he just showed us on the Coinbase site. Speaking of which, what are some of your favorite coins?
That's a good question. I'll give you a couple of them, and as you guys can see here, I'm back on CoinMarketCap. Obviously, one of my favorite. I do like Bitcoin. I like Bitcoin. I definitely like Ethereum. One of my favorite is XRP. You guys, we can have a discussion about that offline. But that's one of my favorite ones. Cardano is one of my favorite ones. Litecoin, Chainlink. I mean, it's not too many of them that I don't like. But I will say this. The majority of the ones that I like are in the top 50. Like I said, top 50. It's almost 6,000 something cryptos. I only like certain ones, mainly in the top 50. And the reason I keep stressing that is because it's a lot of cryptocurrencies. You don't want to get bogged down with a bad project. You need to do your research because, when regulations come out, it's speculation that 99% of these cryptos that exist may not be able to meet regulations and they'll disappear. It's almost like the .com bubble that came around in 99, where you had all these different websites, and then only a few of them are still around. Google, Yahoo, which is barely hanging on by a thread, because most people use Google now. But stuff like pets.com and some of these other websites that they're not around no more, because once they regulated it, it was over. But the ones that did stick around, like Google, Amazon, the stock is out of control for those. So that's why you want to be careful in picking these projects. Make sure you got a good team. And I'm going to just quickly go to XRP, for example. And this is how you can do your research too. As you guys can see, I'm just using CoinMarketCap on this. XRP, I'm about to go to their website right off of CoinMarketCap. I can pull up the website, and then from the website, you can go to About Us, go to Our Story. And this is this type of layout with this website and how it's structured. This is what you want to see in a project. You see how it's easy for me to navigate. It's easy for me to, get to where I want to get to and look up the stuff I want to see. This is what you want in a project. Now, right here, this is one of the most important things you want to, key in on when you're looking at a project. Who is behind it? Who are the people that basically are supporting this particular project? And all the different cryptos have different, functionalities. They have different use cases. And that's another thing. You want to make sure your project has a use case. If it doesn't have a use case, you don't want to touch it. You want it to be applicable to real world problems. Like if it's solving a real world issue, that's the one you want to, think about investing in. Like I said, all these people on Ripple's team, are solid people. And I'm gonna just go to a few just so you can see. Obviously the CEO, y'all can read that, and see kind of what his background is solid. This guy right here, David Schwartz, the chief technology officer. You can see, he was, at CNN, he was at NASA. Those are reputable companies. This guy right here, Ashish Birla, who I don't think he's no longer with the company, but you can see he's out of Silicon Valley. He was on the board of MoneyGram and Bitso. This is the type of stuff you want to see. You want to see all your leadership folks have some sort of solid background. Something that's reputable, something that you can stand behind and feel good about what you're investing in. This person right here, as you can see, she was with PayPal. Everybody know what PayPal is and what they do. So to me, in my eyes, they have a solid company behind them. I mean, a foundation behind them of folks that's going to push this project through to make sure it's successful.
Good. All right, y'all, we coming to a close. If y'all got any questions, go ahead and type them in the comment box. Could you bring the Coinbase? Could you bring the Coinbase back up?
Yeah.
I want y'all to see something, because before I started learning, a little bit more about cryptos, I was thinking that you needed a whole lot of money. So if you scroll down to the XRP, you see XRP is now 21 cents. So if you put $1 up, you can get almost 5 of them. Or what about Stellar? Where's Stellar at on there?
Yeah, it's on here.
If we scroll down to Stellar, that's less than 10 cents for one. So $1 can get you 10 of them. So like when I made my first trade was like for $8. I wanted to see how it worked, but that was $8. I mean, we'll spend that on lunch. And for all of my people who tuned in last week for the Susu, for all that jive, if you put $500 into XRP, $500 will get you like how much? 1,000 shares? No, I'm lying.
Yep. A little under 1,000. It's at 21 cents, so a little under 1,000.
No. Why? I'm having a brain freeze. No, you get 5 in it, so it'll be about 2,500, right?
If you put 500, you guys can see my calculator, right?
Yeah, let's break it up.
Yeah, let's break it down so you guys can see. So if you got $500 and you buy XRP right now, which is at 21 cents, that's gonna give you. So both of us were a little off. I think you were closer to me, but yeah, well, 2380.
So do that. Do 2380 times 3.84. So if you bought $500 worth of XRP, and XRP once traded at $3.84 at its height.
Exactly.
This is what you'll get back if it just returns to the 384. You put $500 worth, your 500, you can turn your $500 into over $9,000 without having to scheme anybody else out of their money or try to recruit anybody, any of that nonsense, just by investing your money in this crypto. So yeah, so I wanted to run that because I was thinking about that as all this Susu stuff is scattered around here. But yeah, man, if I got any questions, go ahead and type them in the comments. Also, I'm setting up, we're going to do like a group conference call. We're going to do like a conference call for anybody who's interested to probably go a little deeper. If y'all want to, man, just hit me in the inbox. I'm gonna try to set that up with them probably sometime soon within the next week or so we can dive a little deeper into some of these certain cryptocurrencies. Anything else you want to tell the people?
Just one last point. CoinMarketCap, like I was saying, you can click on whatever coin you would like, and they have a breakdown of the coin, how it works. I'm just using XRP as an example. It also shows you on the right-hand side, the all-time high, the all-time low. This is where Daryl got the 384 from. You can see right here, clear as day, the high was 384. And that was the last time, it was an explosion in cryptos. So, none of this stuff that we saying is magical, a rabbit out of a hat. Like, this is actual facts that we showing y'all. So these numbers are realistic, but potentially, not saying that it's gonna happen, but it can happen because it happened before.
Exactly. And this is for informational purposes. We ain't financial advisors. We just want to let y'all know what we doing out here in these streets. So yeah, so if I hit y'all up in the inbox on the text telling you to buy some crypto, yeah, that's what I want you to do. I want you to buy some crypto, man, because I want all of us to get as much money as we can. All right, that's all I got, man. You got anything else you want to share?
Nah, happy to help anybody out, have a one-on-one or whatever, anytime, just contact Daryl. We can dig into it. I don't know if there's any other questions that came in on the chat. But yeah, this is definitely one, in my opinion, one of the best, spaces to be in. Is up and coming, is new. And pretty soon, if it does what I think it's gonna do, if you don't get in on it, it's kind of gonna be like Bitcoin when you got that announcement on the media on CNN and it went to 20,000.
Yes.
It's gonna be one of the moments, and you heard about it. We telling you. So do your research. Hit us up. Hit them up. We here for you.
Join my private Facebook group, Financial Fundamentals. Also, Anthony, I got you. Also, I can send y'all a link so y'all can set up y'all Coinbase account and get it started, man. That's all I got for y'all tonight, man. Cycle breakers. Jamal says good info. Thanks, fellas. No doubt, Jamal. Cycle Breakers Academy is very alive and well, so definitely look out for Cycle Breakers Academy. Join my private Facebook group, Financial Fundamentals, and if you haven't, go ahead and order that book, One Paycheck at a Time. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you, Mr. Benny, for definitely dropping bombs on us, a whole bunch of jewels. If y'all got any questions, I'll be around in the comments, or just hit my inbox or shoot me a text, and we can chat a little more about it, man. Definitely, we'll see y'all next week, and y'all take care.